Energy is everywhere. Some of us have the sensitivity to feel energy more intensely than others. So come with me on my adventures to show you how places can affect us, how history has energy, and how spirits are all around us. I will travel places where energy is very dominant to talk about what I feel, what I see, and what I hear, and give you also the opportunity to take a turn and see how you feel through the camera. Come with me on my adventures. This is Angel Diaries. I'm in the San Xavier Mission here in Tucson, Arizona, my hometown. And I've never checked out this place. This is the first time that I've ever been here. I guess this has been here forever. It's a church, a mission, and we're gonna check out what's going on. So welcome to Angel Diaries in Tucson, Arizona at the San Xavier Mission. All right, so I'm walking around already. There's this big place. This is the church behind me right there. Oh, it's really pretty. So as soon as I walked in here I'm already seeing a lot of conflict. I'm not quite sure of the history of this place. Like I said, this is the first time that I've ever been here, but I'm already seeing a lot of conflict energy. Like especially like right here where the church stands. War, but I don't know if it's even a war. I just feel like there was stuff going on, like war, conflict between, and I keep seeing a lot of like American Indian, Native American energy happening here, a lot of it. I know we are on the San Xavier Indian reservation, but I'm already seeing a lot of this energy here specifically, but not in a good way for some reason. Like I just feel like there was a conflict between, I don't know if there was Spanish here. I know this was Mexico. Before this became the US, this was Mexico. So I think that there were Spanish here. I just keep seeing conflict between like European energy and, which is could be Spanish, and then the American Indians, the Native Americans. So yeah, it's intense. It's like I keep seeing these Native Americans just like not liking people settling here. And this is like a long time ago. Like I'm just kind of seeing history through energy. And it just seems like there was a lot of conflict, raids, war. Like it just seems a lot of that happening here. The other thing is that I started to see everything underwater. Like everything was underwater for some reason. I don't know if there was a flood. I don't know what's happening here. A lot going on. Now, when I look at the church, I'll point you guys to the church. When I look at the church right there, I'm already seeing a lot of really cool spirits. Like I just can see their energy surrounding this whole place. Like a lot of good spirits, probably people that protect this, that have died here. And there is a guy right there in the front door, spirit guy, and he's dressed like, he has like this brown robes on for some reason. Brown robes right there. He's very welcoming. He's like telling me to come in. He seems to like to help people. Like there's a lot of really good stuff that he's bringing through. But he's dressed like in this brown robe. Looks very old, ancient. And just, he has this very strong protector energy. So like that's someone that I would consider a spirit guide. Like it has higher energy. So I am seeing him very welcoming. We're gonna engage with him as we continue to go further. But I wanted to see my first takes on the place right now. So like I said, I did see this place underwater for some reason. I'm gonna ask someone later more information. And then I keep seeing like this conflict, wars, like, and they seem to be like, I don't even know if I should use the word war, because I feel like a war is like big between like a lot of people. And this is just like smaller groups. So maybe like a raid or maybe like something like that. But it feels like there was a lot of that stuff happening at the beginning when this was trying to be settled or something like that. Now, there's this little, I don't know, this little hill right here. I'll point you guys towards it. Right over here. And that actually feels really good to me. And I can see it being surrounded by powerful, good energy, like God energy. So we're gonna go, there's a lot of people over there. I think there's something there that we need to check out or that people go to. I can see the cross on the top, and I think there's some like statues there. But I do see a lot of energy surrounding it, like all over the place. And it just seems like I usually see energy like that in like miracle places or like places where God's been appeared and angels and like all that. Like it's just very sacred. So I do see a lot of that energy surrounding that. So we're gonna check it out too. I just wanted to tell you guys what I'm seeing as soon as I stepped into here. It's good. It feels good to me. Honestly, like it feels good to me. Like it feels, I mean, churches always feel good to me. I just love it, but this one feels really good. I feel like there's so much history here. I feel like there's so much in the land. I definitely think that there's spirits that people might even encounter here, like people that work here or something like that. I feel like there's definitely a lot of that. And yeah, so we're gonna walk around. We're gonna see what we check out. It's a beautiful day. It was cloudy earlier and then the clouds went away, so that's good. So we'll check it out. So we're closer now. We're gonna go into the church. This guy's like standing right here. He's already asking me like, how are you? And like, he's very welcoming, very helpful. He just seems to want to help people, like teach people about God. Like he has a lot of like religion energy. So that feels really good. I don't know if you guys can, he's literally right next to me right here. I don't know if you guys can sense him. So I'm stepping to the side a little bit just so that I can tell you guys what he was telling me. He was just giving me a lot of history about the place. And then he was talking about who established it, like the mission, the purpose. And it was really cool because he started to kind of talk to me about my mission and telling me that I was doing a good job, that I keep doing the good work that God gave me, just like he is doing it still in spirit. And he just loves to welcome people so that they can absorb the energy of this place, the healing energy, the miracles and all that. So that was really cool. And then he just told me that he's like, you, just like you, keep doing what you're doing. His energy just makes people feel good. So if you, like, as soon as you probably stand in front of the church, because we're literally standing right in front of the church right here. See all the people right there? How are they all gathered here? So all that, it's the energy that he loves people to absorb. So yeah, we'll keep walking. Now we're going to the small chapel now. I love the energy there. Now, the guy that I just encountered in the entrance, he's over here now. And I think he belongs, I don't know if this is a burial place or not, but it just seems to be here. So we're gonna go and check it out.
Well, it's just so obvious when you step into a sacred space. It's almost undeniable. And you can feel the honor and the depth of love that there is.
Yeah.
And it's something to be respected and visited and kept a part of our daily lives as much as we can.
Yeah, it was really good. I was feeling like very like high, almost like euphoric a little bit.
Yeah, like it takes my breath away a little bit.
Yeah, like it was like, and it's so warm. There's a lot of candles lit in there, as you guys could see, and it was very warm in there.
Yeah.
Like very warm. And then, like I saw this guy wearing this, almost like a friar hood, like a brown robe, and he took me there.
That guy.
Yeah, but then in there, I think that there's someone buried in there, because there's like So I think it
the
might be
little
one
mini
of.
casket.
I think
seeker.
there's one of the ones. I think he's there, or at least his spirit is. But it was really good.
And Mother Mary was off to the right, though.
Yeah.
You know, like in the corner
Yeah.
and low
Yeah. with
that turquoise background.
I like
Usually
that.
she's not.
But I think those are objects that the families, like, because some of them once said, like, given by this family. So I feel like even that Mother Mary picture might have been given to them.
Yeah.
Not to the church or something to put there. But it was really good.
Really good
Really
energy.
good energy. Yeah. So, there is someone buried there. So I think that the guy is buried there, the one that I'm seeing with the brown rose. I think that he's buried there because there is someone. It's like there's someone there, someone's body there. Yeah, he was really nice. And even if you go into that little chapel that I went to where he's buried, the energy feels really good. Feels very like I just feel like a lot of miracles happen there, a lot of prayers, a lot of like it just feels really good. A lot of like just really good energy. Like I kind of feel really high right now. I feel really high of energy. Check this out. Yeah. Whew. It feels really good in there. Very powerful energy. It's a tiny little chapel, tiny, but it feels really good. It feels really amazing. We're gonna go in the church right now, but we're gonna be very quiet. So I'm gonna be whispering into the mic a lot of what I'm feeling and seeing there. I already saw a lady there, and she's dressed like very like 1800s. She has a shawl in her head, like she feels like she's sad, like she's crying. So we're gonna go in there, walk around. I may or may not say something just out of respect. We'll check it out. I can hear her crying more now, so I feel like there's a lot of weeping here, pain that she does here, or that she used to do when she was alive. So she seems good. She seems like a good person, but I just feel like there's a lot of pain and suffering. I just want to share with you guys that this right here is very symbolic, has a lot of really amazing energy. And the angels love it because it represents faith, it represents unity, and it's just something really powerful right here. Oof, it's very charged with amazing energy. This place is very old and very, very good. There's a lot of healing energy. When I came in, I was feeling a lot of pressure on my head because of everyone's energy, and as soon as I came in here, it's gone. It's such a healing place. So I just wanted to share something real quick. I'm inside the church, and as soon as I walked in here, my mom's here with me too, and I sat down and to pray, and I saw this guy come up, and he was wearing black and white, like white robes with like a black half robe, and he just made me feel so good and embraced and happy. He hugged me, and he just kept telling me like everything's gonna be okay, everything's good, just because when you pray you want to let things out. And it was really good, you know, because I was praying for myself, you know, for good health, for goodness, and he came through in a spirit form, and he was just hugging me. So the reason I wanted to record this is because when I look to the altar over here to my right, look at that, look who's right in the middle. I believe that's the priest, Padre Quino, who is the founder of this mission, who is the founder of this church. And yeah, so it was really cool that I just saw him. He came to me and embraced it. I feel like that's what he used to do. He used to heal people. He used to take care of people. And I think it was something really powerful that he used to do. And I'm just really happy that I got to experience it. Let me know if you guys sense his energy around, anything you feel that you pick up on who he was, the energy that he gives in. That's what I would call the saint. You know, someone that heals, someone that keeps doing that. So, I just want to point that out, that the guy that I was seeing with the brown robe, there seems to be a statue there that looks very familiar to how I saw him. I have no idea who that is because there's no reference, but he looks very familiar. I want you guys to say hi to someone. Hi, Mom. The bells are ringing. It's time for church. Look at this, guys. This guy is who I saw that came and hugged me. He was dressed exactly like that, and it's the same guy that's over there. That's awesome. I'm gonna ask who that is. So I'm inside right now of the mission. I think it's like a chapel. Take a look around, see what you guys feel here. Okay, so as I'm pointing over here, guys, I'm seeing a man, and he's actually dressed in black robes. And I think he was some sort of priest or something like that. He seems pretty good. He just carries a lot of sadness. I feel like he died early on in his life, and he just felt like there was a lot he could have done. He's very, sorry, that scared me. There's a lot of wind going. Do you guys see that just fall off? He kind of got upset right now when I started to say what he told me. Because I feel like he wants to teach. He wants to teach, he says. He wants to teach. It's almost like he really wants to teach. And I feel like there were classrooms here. I feel like people were, because I keep seeing a lot of kids for some reason and people learning religion and stuff like that. This guy was he's really into like teaching. And when I was talking about him, him telling me like I didn't fulfill, or I died too young, I didn't fulfill it, he kind of got upset and started to kind of like shouting it out. And then I felt that flower vase, just fell. So what do you guys get here? A lot of teaching, a lot of goodness, a lot of help. This guy's really good. He just feels like he needs to teach more. He feels like he needs to fulfill more, but he in a good way. I feel like that just looks like that structure in the back all the way over there. I believe that was the original structure because it's just so different from the rest. If you notice that change right there from over here, and then it moves over here, and it just seems like it's different. Like that structure half over there looks a little bit older too. A lot of good energy. I like it here. I feel like you can release a lot of energy here. It just feels good to me. A lot of good spirits. Right now I'm seeing a lady actually. She says there's a lady and she likes to create. She used to like to create a lot. So I think that she used to do a lot of like crafts and a lot of creations and stuff like that. Dresses, she shows me. She doesn't seem connected to religion very much, but I think that she was very devoted, part of this somehow. She shows me a horse. I asked her how she died, and she showed me a horse. So I think it was either like a horse accident or something like that. And then that's how she does make me feel like she fell. And there was just a lot of that. So what do you guys get? So I went into the church and it was pretty awesome. Looks like a very old church. I think very, very old. Now we're coming across like a cave or something.
Acted by the bishop.
So right behind me.
Yeah.
I didn't know this, and I've lived my whole life here, and I guess it said that
Yeah.
the Holy Mother of God appeared here. And so when I first got here, I have this way of knowing when there's energy that God gives, like in actual places where God's touched the earth, and there's been apparitions and stuff like that.
So do we get one of Mom and I?
Here, when we exited the church, I looked up because there's a big cross on top of this little hill, and I looked up at the cross and I could see this energy spewing.
All right, we're more like this.
And I've seen this energy before in other places, like in Tepeyac of Mexico City, in the Vatican. Like I've seen it in many places, that it has a way of activating something in me. I know it sounds kind of weird, but I can see this very particular energy. I see this energy when I see the archangels and, you know, higher divine beings and stuff like that. And I saw that from the bottom of the churches down here. And we're up here. And I saw this energy spewing out of it, so I told my friends, hey,
Sorry,
go up there. And then we come around this place, and there's a sign there that says that there's been apparitions of the Blessed Virgin Mother of God, this grotto. And as I got closer, I started to see it, I started to feel it, I started to, like, it was just, my body was going crazy, and all this energy is coming around, like, it just feels amazing. So, I do believe that the Holy Mother appeared here. I do believe that. I can feel the energy, I can sense it, like, I'm still sensing it right now, and it's kind of like all over the place, all over this little hill. So it is a very magical place to come visit, to feel that really amazing energy. So yeah, it's a really amazing place. So I'm here with Ellie. She's going to share with you guys her emotions and sensations of this very holy place.
Yeah, so I'm feeling a lot of different sensations when I was down at the bottom and when I was inside and now up here, but overall, the general theme that I'm getting is like, it's a, like all is welcome, like a safe embracing and accepting, but then also a lot of like letting go and the like starting, am I crying?
Do it. You know what I was going to say right now is that as you were talking, I can see that a lot of people that come here start to get sensations of unfinished healing.
Yeah.
And you gotta feel it. You gotta feel it when you're here because it's gonna help you push through it, whether it's physical or emotional.
Yeah.
You have to feel it. Like if you're feeling a pain, if you're feeling a sensation here, it's almost like the Holy Mother's energy is like, okay, let's push it out.
Yeah.
Let's push it out of you.
Or my head, or my chest. Down there, it was really hard to breathe, but all good energy. It's not bad energy. It's just a lot to carry and feel. But yeah, the tightness and I mean, I have a lot of bodily sensations, a lot of collective energy, and a lot of support.
Yeah, and we didn't know, guys. We didn't know, guys, when we came here. I've lived here my whole life. I didn't know that said that she appeared here. I didn't know any of this. I didn't even know what the mission was for, the San Xavier Mission. Um, and then we get up here because I was drawn. I kept seeing this energy from down there. And it's the same energy that I saw in Mexico City at the Tepeyac where the Holy Mother appeared. So I was like, let's go up there. And then we come around this and there's this sign that says that she appeared here. And I could feel the energy. And it's just a very healing place. If you're looking to heal yourself of any emotions, any physical stuff, I say you come here. You know, we're not medical professionals, but energetically, it's amazing energy. And you got to push through it because it's going to activate your healing. And then you got to sit here, meditate, push through it, and you're going to get some amazing results.
Out there, like, look at how just vast and
look at all that. So the church is down there. We're all up here, middle of nowhere. So I'm here with Lori, and she's going to share her experience and her thoughts of this very sacred place.
Well, this is just an incredible experience here. And again, like Dany said, we live here and we have not been here, which is hard to fathom. But it called us in. The energy here called us in. And down below, in the church, in the sanctuary, there was such an energy of letting go and of really true acceptance. And then when you come up here, it's all Divine Mother. It's Mother Mary. It's so tender, so nurturing. And I'm surprised, honestly, having traveled with Dany to Mexico and looking at many of the ancient sites where she has appeared, that more people aren't up here. There was one little man when we first came up here, and he was sitting here in prayer in his lawn chair, which I fully intend to be doing on the regular.
I thought he was a worker.
But yeah, it's kind of interesting. I think maybe it's just not well known or not on their website or something. But I really am surprised at how people aren't up here, because this is every bit as spiritual, pristine, and beautiful as down in the sanctuary.
So we just concluded our adventure. It was amazing. I did read a little bit there were a bunch of plaques, not too many actually, plaques with information. One of them that I just read in the church, I had to get out of the church because mass is going to start and I can't be there talking. But they did say that the guy with the white and black robes, he's portrayed like that, is Padre Quino, which is the founder of this place. So that was really cool that I just encountered him. He told me how he did a good job and it was awesome. So that was him. Because there's a painting of him and then there's the little plaque explaining who he is and everything. So that was really cool. And then the person that I spoke to, they didn't want to be on camera, but they said that this place was flooded. So I was, when I did see it underwater, she said that it was flooded because we're near the Santa Cruz River. I don't know what the river is at, but she said that that's what caused the flooding. So that was good. And then she also did mention that there's been Apache raids here back in like the 1700s. This place was built in 1962. Can you believe that? It's been here since then. It's been here for so long. And she did say that there were Apache raids happening here that were, they were trying to push back, the establishment of the mission and their religious aspect, which I don't blame them. But she said that there were raids, so that's why I was getting the war and stuff like that. The war in small groups, and she did say that there were Apache raids that destroyed the original church, and then it was rebuilt in like the 1700s, and there were more raids after that. They just didn't want, this was their land and they were fighting for it, which is understandable. And then she did mention that this place was also used for teachings, so there were classrooms, people trying to teach their language, their religions, like all of that was happening, which I did get that also there. Now in the little mountain, the little hill that I told you guys with that whole God energy, there was a friar here that mentioned that Mother Mary appeared to him. And I do believe that because the energy up there is like another reality of really cool otherworldly God energy that's there. And that was really powerful. So she did mention that too. And then what else did I wish I would have recorded her, but she didn't want to. We were inside the church and she didn't want to. She was just telling me the history real quick. It's kind of hard to remember. Oh, she did mention that a few, friars or priests did die here out of natural causes, which I feel like is one of the ones that I saw, like the very welcoming guy, and then the guy that died younger, but he was so wanting to do more and stuff like that. So I do recognize both of those being there. And then yeah, so I think that's about it. I think that's all she told me about this. But this place has been here for so long, and there's so much awesome energy here. If you guys ever get to check out this place in outside of Tucson, Arizona, San Xavier Mission, it's really powerful, good energy, healing energy. There's just a lot here that it's really, really good. Oh yeah, and then there is a guy buried in that little chapel that I told you guys. I think that's where the guy that I saw is buried, because she says that they have, I think she said one body there of someone that was very important in the church and in the establishment of this. Not Padre Quino, but there's another person there that built all of this also. So yeah, so a lot of war first and then a lot of magic. So it was really cool. If you guys ever get to check it out, here is San Xavier Mission.